Hey y'all, what's up? Eric Johnson back with y'all again with another video. You know, the Locks versus Dipset versus just ended. I got some major things I really wanted to say about the shit. You know, the fucking audio was just acting up throughout the whole verses and shit. You know, they didn't start on time. You know, we had to wait like 50-some fucking minutes to shit for them niggas to get to starting and shit, you know. Then they gonna fuck up my homies, they gonna fuck up the Diplomats, you know, intro and shit. Like when they was playing the music, the shit just cut off. I don't know, like the location was just fucking them up. That's why I hate about these certain verses and shit. Like shit just don't be right. Like why y'all be putting like all this money and all these fucking resources into, you know, these verses if shit ain't gonna be perfect, man. I want that shit to be perfect. You know, man, you know, he had niggas, you know, all on stage and shit, knowing the damn corona still out here, man. Certain motherfuckers went in the facility wearing masks and shit. Like you niggas can still get sick, man. You motherfuckers can still get that negative 19C virus, man. But it was just a lot of shit I didn't like about the verses, man. But they saying that the Locks won. You know, Dipset did their thing though, but the Locks just came out guns blazing, you know, with their mixtape tracks. You know, they was putting out their best shit. You know, Diplomats were putting out their best shit too though, but, you know, it just wasn't enough and shit. And I love both of them, man. I really don't see no winners and no losers, you know, in this shit though. But, you know, you gonna have niggas saying the Locks smoke, you know, Dipset and shit. But, you know, it's winners on both sides. But I had Dipset winning, but, you know, the Locks... They Locks won though. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't gonna be no hating ass nigga and just get on here and just start cussing niggas out and be like, oh man, Dipset won that shit, man. You know, Dipset played that shit. I wish they would have played some shit from Killer Season. I wish they would have played some stuff from like Confessions of Fire, played some shit from like fucking Sports, Drugs, and Entertainment, play Double Up. I want to hear that shit, man. I wanted to see some guest people, you know, I just wanted to see some dudes out there. I really wanted to see Jay-Z on Welcome to New York City. That shit would have just shut down the whole fucking crowd and shit, man. You know, the crowd was getting fucking restless. You know, taking too long. One of these whack-ass DJs was just playing all sorts of crazy shit, man. It was the same nigga that was messing up. It wasn't a dude, like, when he first started, like, he was playing, like, certain shit, you know. The nigga was playing like Future, you know, Tony Montana. The nigga was playing like, you know, certain shit that niggas wasn't even right fucking talking about. I was in one of these dudes' live streams and shit, and we was talking about, you know, the Locks versus Dipset and shit, you know, then we was talking about other verses and shit. You know, then I had one of these niggas come on here talking about, you know, on the live, he was talking about Bone Thugs and Harmony don't got 20 hits and like 20 records. I'm like, nigga, you crazy. You don't know what nothing. You don't know what you talking about, boy. You know, I would like to see State Property go up against somebody. You know, G Unit go up against somebody. You know, they can use their hits from their albums and their individual work and shit from Young Buck, you know, Lloyd Banks, you know, fucking Tony Ayo, 50 Cent. I would like to see that shit though, but, you know, with the situation between, you know, Young Buck, you know, with the whole trendy shit and, you know, the whole shit with Lloyd Banks, you know, 50 talking to him, and I don't know how Yayo's situation is with everybody in the group and shit, but, you know, for one night, I would like to see them go up against somebody, come together as brothers, form like motherfucking Voltron, and do something together, man. You know, but, you know, get back onto the battle and shit. You know, Locks came out gun blazing. They were playing they, you know, Rough Rider shit. Came out with Fuck You, Perfect Way to Start and shit. You know, I was just in and out of the verses and shit. You know, they saying this went on too long and stuff. You know, niggas on stage and stuff, overcrowding the stage and shit. Niggas can't, you know, get busy with it. You know, my nigga Jim Jones played balling. You know, that shit was fire too, bringing back good memories and stuff. He was playing some certain shit I didn't really know from Jim Jones and shit. Because I don't really know his discography like that. I only know like a certain few tracks from him. You know, I think Cameron played Killer Cam. Definitely that was my shit. You know, Dipset Anthem definitely was my shit. I would have played First of the Month. They played Unbodied Bodied Part 2. I would have played some shit off Killer Season, man. That shit would have, like, I would have played like Wet Wipes. I would have played that. I would have played fucking they played Suckin' the Knot. I wish Lil Wayne was there. He probably was too leaned up or coked up to even show up and shit. But, you know, Locks played Ride or Die, bitch. I wish Eve was there, you know, to do her hook and shit. That shit would have been fire too. You know, I wish there's like certain people was there. I wish fucking Hell Rail was there too. I would have really liked to hear fucking This Is What I Do. I've been listening to that shit like all fucking day, man. You know, I listened to that shit like 5 times. Like, dog, I already had a video on my YouTube channel getting ready for the verses and shit, you know. I've been listening to that shit like all day and stuff, man. You know, so I mean, it was a good verses, man. It was just the audio quality. I wish they had it in like a better location with like a certain amount of people, but like a good enough crowd. And the shit wouldn't just like having malfunctions and niggas just not, you know, just being overcrowded and niggas not just being like, you know, cohesive and just like straightforward with it. It was like, it was out of order and shit, you know, but, you know, the Lox came with they shit, you know, came with their A game, and, you know, they was the victor. To the victor goes the spoils. But, you know, they had their little moments and shit when you actually thought them niggas was gonna get the fight on stage. But, you know, they came together as brothers at the end. You know, this ain't a competition to try to roast the other niggas, you know, the other group. This is just a competition for purely hip-hop fans who have very good fond memories of the group, man. You know, the Lox, the Warlocks, you know, Diplomats, Dipset, you know, motherfucking Diplomats and shit. You know, man, it was just a good moment, man. You know, it could have been better, you know, but you know how these verses be, they ain't always gonna be perfect and shit. We already done seen that with certain ones and shit. Certain ones we didn't even fucking want, like Manny Fresh versus fucking Scott Storch, fucking Eve versus Trina. You know, I already gave my opinions on that fucking verses probably like a month and a half ago when they first had it. The Ghostface and Raekwon one was really good. I wish they would have came together as a fucking tag team and battled somebody. And versus need to actually get these artists from the 80s, these legendary artists from the 80s, to actually start doing verses and shit. I think that would just mix up, you know, the scene and verses and stuff, and just instead of just having unorthodox motherfuckers just do verses and stuff. Not to say that it wouldn't be cool, but you just got to get certain people that motherfuckers actually know, and just give some underrated people who got very good discographies and very good features and stuff a chance to come up and just do their verses, give them their props and shit, instead of just giving, you know, the typical people that motherfuckers want to see and stuff. You know, you had niggas in like certain chats talking about fucking Soulja Boy versus somebody. He already had one with Bow Wow. You know, them brothers already did their thing. Fucking Young Jock versus fucking Kid Cudi and shit. Like, come the fuck on, man. Kid Cudi would watch him. Like, these dudes just bringing up irrelevant ass motherfuckers in these verses and stuff, man. They just need to stick to like certain people and stuff, man. Niggas talking about Bone Thugs and Harmony, you don't got 20 hits, man. Like, come on, we still waiting on that Bone Thugs and Harmony versus 3 6 Mafia. Don't sleep on Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. Just like you can't sleep on the Lox, just like you can't sleep on Diplomats, man. The Lox had certain shit that people fuck with, and Dipset had certain shit people fuck with, man. So I don't know how it's gonna be on both sides and shit, but you know, niggas might say Lox got in Diplomat's ass, and some people might say it was a balanced match and shit. But in my opinion, you know, I think the Lox won, but you know, both sides won though, in my opinion though, for real true hip hop heads who actually wanted to listen to the shit. I wish it was just better quality and shit went messing up and stuff. And you know, with the shit, with all them niggas being on stage and stuff, when people was still telling them to get the fuck off the stage, they were just standing there like fucking statues and stuff, man. Like, get the fuck off the stage so we can keep rocking and rolling this shit. If they started this shit on time, I think we would have had more songs being played and shit, man. We would have had more songs being fucking played, because they didn't start until like, sorry, man. I'm still kind of a little hoarse, you know, my nose still stuffy and shit. It didn't start until like fucking, like probably 9 something, if I'm not mistaken, or something. Like, this shit just not in. It's almost like 1 o'clock and shit. So, you know, they probably went overtime over the limit and shit, but them motherfuckers was still rocking this stuff, man. Shout out to the Lox. Shout out to Sheik Luch, Jada Kid Styles P. Shout out to the whole Diplomats, Dipset. I would have loved to see like J.R. Ryder, 40 Glock, fucking, not 40 Glock, 40 Cal. Why the fuck I bring up 40 Glock? I don't want to see that nigga up there getting his ass beat by the game again. 40 Caliber. You know, fucking Hell Rail. You know, Hell Rail got some heat too, man. I think they would have had the crowd moving and jumping, man, you know. But Dipset did that thing, you know. Locks definitely did that thing. Both sides did that thing, though. But tell me what y'all think about the verses. Tell me who y'all thought won. Tell me what songs both sides could have played. Tell me did y'all like the quality of the verses and what y'all would have did to make the verses way better. And tell me if y'all was in the crowd, you know, at the verses with or without a fucking mask on, because you niggas just now going everywhere. Like, the coronavirus is just straight going away. Like, it just poof, disappeared. Like, come on now. Y'all need to keep y'all face safe. Y'all need to keep y'all body safe and stuff. But, man, that's all I have to say. That's all, you know, I wanted to say. That's my thoughts on the verses and shit. Just leave me, you know, some comments in the comment section. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will have some music either by the end of the week or possibly this weekend after I get off work, because I got to work this weekend, though. So just leave me your comments and your thoughts in the comment section. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all motherfuckers on the next video. Peace out, y'all.